Hello Girl Scouts, my name is Krista and I'm a program specialist in the Panhandle of Nebraska. I've been working for the council for 7.5 years now and love what I do. Part of what I inherited when I took this job was a great program called Scouting for the Cure. Scouting for the Cure has been going since 2013 in our area. We had it statewide for quite a while, and then there wasn't the participation in that program across the state like we were hoping, but it was a very strong program in the Panhandle, so I've continued it all these years. And in 2013, we did a variety of activities that helped us help the girls understand, at the time, breast cancer awareness more than anything. And then it's kind of morphed into a program where we discuss all cancers, and we decided to continue on with that from here on out. As we do Scouting for the Cure, we pay tribute to everyone who fights all kinds of cancers, not just breast cancer now. And one of the things that especially my GSAG girls in the Panhandle wanted was to integrate making chemo care kits, is what we call them. But it's just a kit full of items that make going through chemotherapy or just cancer in general, going through radiation, a little easier. Things that just make that time a little bit easier, to keep your mind off what you're going through, to make your dry lips. One of the things the girls suggested, of course, was Chapstick. So just little things that let them know, the person who is receiving the bag, that we care about them, and that there's a variety of items in there just to make this time a little bit easier. So I'm going to go through the items that we put in chemo care kits, and this year we decided to do pediatric or kits for children that are going through this really hard time. And the first thing we start with is we've got these really great bags. It says Jane's Closet. So all the years we've been putting chemo care kits together, Jane's Closet, which is a nonprofit out of Alliance, Nebraska, Bixby General Hospital. They help people with cancer in the Panhandle with small scholarships to help with things that aren't covered by insurance. And they also have, it says Jane's Closet, a closet full of things that help people. They have beautiful scarves, they have hats, they have a lot of information that make that time easier, because there wasn't a place like that before. So Jane's Closet, we want to just give a shout out to them because they give us these beautiful bags to fill and to give to people. So we start out with our really great bag, and these are all things that we put in our kits. What I'd like for you to put below in the comments when this shows is maybe things that you don't see here that you think are good ideas, because we're always ready to hear something else to put in the kit that would make this time a little easier. These kits also work well, not just for children who are going through cancer, but any child who has a long-term stay in a hospital. These are absolutely appropriate to give to them. And these are the ideas that people in the Panhandle and across the United States, so when we made a plea for, hey, we need donations for these chemo care kits, the whole Panhandle donated stuff to us, which was wonderful, just amazing. And then I have friends and family across the United States who also sent things to us, and Girl Scouts who have moved to other states sent things to us. So we have things from 5 different states show up also, so this is really cool. So some of the things that we start out with is, of course, stuffed animals. We had stuffed animal donations, so stuffed animals are a great thing to put in your kits. Small activity books. So we had sticker books given, and this sticker has like funny faces, so they can use this over and over again. Crayons, and then this is really cute, little wooden ornaments that come with the markers. Those were donated, so that'll be a lot of fun. We have card games for kids, which is a great thing in a small space of a hospital room to do with a child to keep them occupied. A soft blanket. My friend Deb gave these, a whole bunch of them to put in the kits. And then my mom, who's also named Deb, She gave a bunch of fleece fabric that some of my Girl Scouts made tie blankets, and we put those in the kits also. So tie blankets that you make by hand is a very cool thing Girl Scouts could do to put in these kits, or just fleece blankets. This year we decided for children to supply the bag with this really cool sticker book. It's just got blank pages where they can take all of the different stickers that they collect and keep them in here. So we asked people to donate stickers, and they gave us such a cool variety for the girls and boys that are going to be receiving these. So this whole pile will go into this bag, and we made 15 of these bags that all got a pile this big. So that's a lot of really great donations. So Lisa Frank, can't go wrong with Lisa Frank stickers. And then we have some fun Toy Story stickers. There's some with fruit, there's some with hearts. There's some really great Disney stickers that were donated, and puffy stickers, little tiny hamburgers. All those can go into their sticker book, so their collection will be at their fingertips. We had some fun Band-Aids given, and we had a box for each of the Chemo Care kits also, so that's fun for them to have. A variety of fun sunglasses. Can't go wrong with Play-Doh. We had some great Play-Doh sent to us from another state in memory of their daughter who they lost to cancer. So this is in memory of Mackenzie Latimer. So thank you, Brandy and family, for sending those. Again, I said chapstick, which is always a great thing because during chemo and radiation, your mouth can get dry, your lips can chap. This is a great thing for anyone to have. We had some special things made by some girls in my GSEG, Girl Scout Advisory Group. This young lady right here is Eden. Eden makes, made for us these great rice bags. And so anyone who receives these can keep them in the freezer, and it's an ice pack, you know, automatically, or you can pop them out of the freezer into the microwave and warm them, and then you have like a hot compress. So that was really cool. So we thank Eden. She's such a great part of our GSEG group in the Panhandle. And Eden made up this cool little poem that goes in this little pillow filled with rice with a comforting device, and it's a whole poem telling how to use it, and that goes in the bag with the rice. So that was awfully nice of her to do for all 15 kits. Eden's mom took some fabric and made these tiny little cute masks, which are, you know, something that we need right now, and this happens to be Girl Scout fabric, which is super cool. So thank you, Sarah, for making all these cool masks by hand for our girls and boys that will receive them. And then for the last, I'd say 4 years, Zeta, who's right here, who's showing a bunch of the hats she makes, Zeta has been making by hand soft hats to go in all the bags, because sometimes you lose hair, sometimes you just are cold and you need something soft to put on your head to gain a little bit of warmth during chemotherapy or radiation. And so Zeta has made these by hand every year. And this is just one of them, this beautiful purple hat. So Zeta has made probably, out of the 120 kits we've put together in all these years, she started making hats a little bit later, but she's got to be at 75 or 80 hats that she's made by hand. And that's such a Girl Scout thing to do, to see something, to see a need, and to solve the problem with a talent that you have. And so I am so grateful to Zeta. So another shout out to my GSEG girl, Zeta. I have a friend locally named Sheila who heard about these kits that we were making, and she put together a soft flannel pillowcase by hand. She finds these coordinating fabrics, and they're beautiful, and each one is super different. Some are neutral, some are for boys, some are for girls. So there's something that she gave me for everyone that goes in all the bags. And she makes these beautiful soft pillowcases that the children will receive. So thank you, Sheila. One of our former Girl Scouts who moved to Iowa, she and her family, the Jameson family, sent all these really cool, they're called Wiki Sticks. And there's enough that I got to put one in each of the 15 chemo care kits that we put together, and they are just really cool because you can tear them apart and then you can start making like little sculptures, and the sticks bend and stick together, so you can make people, you can make animals, you can make some kind of construction with houses or buildings out of this little pack of sticks. So that was a super cool addition. And then we asked people for little snacks and other things to keep your mouth, it gets kind of dry, and so anything that they can put in their mouth to give your mouth a little bit more moisture. So we had lifesavers, we had a bunch of really great suckers, ring pops, you can't go wrong with a good ring pop. And then we asked for gummies, we got them, and juicy fruit gum, and some cool airheads. And then one family donated Kinder Eggs for all of them, which is a fun surprise for the kids to have that to open up. And then just crackers, alphabet crackers, fish crackers, and cheese nips to have in the hospital, so they have a little snack in their bag they can take out. One of our local dentists gave us these for this little pack of oral care. So there's a great toothbrush, a rinse, some floss, and a toothbrush. Again, to keep your mouth feeling fresh and clean, because the chemotherapy and radiation really affects that. We had a great troop in Chapter, Nebraska give us these cool sidewalk chalk sets for all of the kits. And then juice boxes are always a winner with kids. We put soft socks in all of them, a wand of bubbles, and then we put this in so they understand, because some people who are just starting out with chemotherapy or radiation don't know that if you are eating with silverware, any kind of utensil that has metal, having radiation and sometimes chemotherapy will enhance a metal taste in your mouth. And so we give them a plastic cutlery set because that helps it not be such a terrible metal flavor by having this set. And so we put a little piece of paper in there that explains to them why we put plastic silverware in there for them. But we've had a number of people who have gone through radiation and chemo tell us that that was something that they learned later, and they were really grateful that we put these in there for them. And then of course, the real kicker of our chemo care kits that make it the best is that we always add some kind of Girl Scout cookies in the kits that we give to adults and children, and they rave over having a variety of Girl Scout cookies to brighten their spirits during that time, and then they remember who gave these kits to them, and they're just so grateful to us for doing this. So this is something that we've been doing over here, but there's so many other reasons you can put kits together or little packages or shout outs for other reasons too, besides people who are in the hospital or people who are dealing with cancer. I mean, you can put something beautiful together for teachers, you can put them together for our police officers, our EMT workers, firemen. There's a lot of people that would love any kind of shout out by receiving a little care package. Today we just went through some of our things that we have done over the years for a chemo care kit. Please give us comments below and tell us what you would put in that maybe we had forgotten, and give us a thumbs up if you're going to go out after watching this and maybe get some donations from people and put some kits together for people in your location that are dealing with cancer. We would love to see that too. Thank you for joining us today. I appreciate you so much, and I know that this is something that you guys will totally pounce on and make great things happen by being inspired by our kits, because you're Girl Scouts and you do great things every day. Bye, girls.